guys, Fred and Sheila McCoy, Hatfield McCoy Museum, Liberty, Kentucky. FredMcCoy.com. Sheila's behind the camera.
Hi guys, hope you're having a great morning.
Looking over an article earlier, and it never ceases to amaze me how people try to say a black sheep's white or anything at all different from traditional history. This gentleman says that there wasn't over 50 people at CottonTop's hanging. They didn't even have it up there in town. They had it on another street out of town there, out of the way. And says the reason there wasn't but 50 people, that was all that was allowed by law, and there was nobody there. He knew people. And all through some of his writings, he says he knew this person, he knew that person. They told him this or they told him that. And even one guy says that when a certain guy was doing his research, this guy here was doing his research. Well, we looked at the guy's date of birth. The guy wouldn't have been but 7 or 8 years old at that time. So, I mean, you can believe this stuff if you want, but let me explain to you, or let us explain to you. Okay. Here's the letter from Simon Buckner, Governor Buckner. She'll post it. You can put it at the end.
I'll take a picture and put it at the end.
Now, therefore, I, S.B. Buckner, Governor of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, by virtue of authority in me vested by law, do hereby fix Tuesday, the 18th day of February, 1890, as the day of the execution of the said judgment of the Pike County Criminal Court. And those are to command you, the Sheriff of Pike County, between sunrise and sunset of the day and year listed above, written to take from the jail Ellison Mounts, which was really Ellison Hatfield, convicted of murder in the Pike Criminal Court, and hang him by the neck until he shall be dead.
Oof.
And you are commanded to execute the authority judgment according to law, in such case made and provided, in some enclosure convenient to said jail, in the presence of not exceeding 50 persons, and the person or persons having custody of the body of the said Ellison Hatfield are hereby commanded to deliver him to you for that purpose, and you will make due return of this warrant to the governor of this Commonwealth. And it's signed by Governor Buckner on the December, done at Frankfurt, the 17th day of December in the year of our Lord, 1889. He signed that in December, and he was hung on February the 18th. Says in here you'll put an enclosure up. That was Kentucky law then, to have an enclosure around the hanging, and not to exceed 50 people. And that's where this gentleman got that at. He's thinking that people will believe because that the governor said that. Guys, you ever went to a Trump rally when he was running for president? Trump rallies, the enclosures were full.
Standing room only, yeah.
Standing room outside. Outside, they put TV monitors up outside. Inside, it was full.
Yeah.
But they were outside. Have you been to concerts, football games, anything throughout life? Of course, for an overflow crowd, a wedding, a funeral. If you've ever been a police officer or to a policeman or a firefighter's funeral, they have the chapels. A lot of times the chapels are full, and they'll have monitors in other kitchens or other areas of the chapel where the rest of the crowd can gather. It happens all the time. It's not unusual. Why would somebody try to insult your intelligence? Because that's what he's doing. Now, right here, we've got the big picture somewhere. We'll show it.
Yeah, I need to find it.
Maybe she'll show it. Maybe she'll show it at the end of the video.
I'll place it at the end. Yeah.
That's Randall and Sarah at the hanging.
Yeah.
Guys, they was, according to the newspapers of that time, and we know of yellow journalism, but would we rather believe this guy here that was 7 years old when he was researching the feud with a famous author? Baloney. This is nonsense. I used to think Altina Waller had the most outrageous book of anybody, her and Lisa Alter. But this guy here he's just, from the work that he's done since then, he's surpassed everybody.
Wow.
And I don't know why it is that he's so bent on just destroying the feud history as far
history,
as why you want to remake it or reclaim it. And you're going to hear, we're going to do some more videos here in a minute as we go along of other things, but we're not going to bleed them into each other. But the governor says there'll be an enclosure. They had an enclosure. The governor says right here that it will be in close proximity to the jail. Convenient, in some enclosure convenient to said jail. This man says they load them up and took them down the road on another road somewhere out of town to do the hanging. How silly. They done the hanging right there near the jail in Pikeville. And they hung them inside of an enclosure. And inside that enclosure, they didn't exceed 50 people because the best seats in the house was on the hillside overlooking the enclosure.
Yep.
You know, you can make an enclosure. There's no specification to the enclosure part even. But I think it was above head high. But when they got up on those hills around Pikeville College there, where they've got the platform, and we're sure the historical marker's not. We're sure that it's probably not in the exact spot, but it's in that area. It's in that area. Guys, it's Fred and Sheila McCoy. Don't believe everything you read in some of these people's books or they tell you.
Do your own research. See what you come up with. I mean, just make sure that everything that you're looking at is legit. Okay?
That's correct.
So please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Thank y'all.